East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the Yukon Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. Yukon will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Hits him with a stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Sends it downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He'll try to do it himself. On the move at the 30. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Then they strike first. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass.
North Carolina, 7, Yukon, 0.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. It's a draw. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
Oh, it's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. UConn will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's going up top. Brings it in down the left side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tar Heels. What a catch and run for 6.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UConn going back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, this guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offenses early this season.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Swings it out to the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And he makes the catch inside the 15. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting post progression.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to you.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
We've just seen in this game the ball's just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, We got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let...
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, North Carolina. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really...
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, your running back, he gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Now sliding to his left. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down. You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
UConn going back to work on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went wrong in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Got a man. It's Keene. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and no better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Oh, he wants it all. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The UConn offense goes back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
There's not a lot of good things that usually happen for defenses when you can't get to the quarterback. The QB had all the time in the world. He sat back there. He was like, listen, it's almost bedtime. This night game's going to be over soon. Still couldn't find anybody, and then makes a big mistake. How about that secondary holding up beautifully in the back end?
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and perfectly, except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep...
Touchdown, UNC! And the pummeling has started.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
31, UConn 0.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UConn going back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
They give it to him again. Bulls his way forward. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. So 3rd and less than a yard here from the 20. This might be 4-down territory. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the stomping has commenced. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score North Carolina 38, UConn 0.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 11, on to kick it away.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Showing off the arms.
And that's what defense is all about. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the 4th down.
On the move. Inside the 45. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
UConn going back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. UConn will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, UNC! And the route is on. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return, man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great.
He'll take the deep shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Back to throw, it's Bland. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls it in on the left. Touchdown, Tar Heel. And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Coffee. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. It's caught. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's looking for an open man on second down. This time it's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This is what you're looking for.